So, as promised, here is our lease financing quoting tool. We really enjoy providing this quoting tool to all of our partners because it helps to get their customers off the fence with wanting to move forward with purchasing equipment. So, I'm excited to share this with you today. It's really pretty straightforward, but I figured, we provide this video to show you how everything works. If you want to go ahead and start utilizing this as you talk to your clients, go ahead and click the link below this video. It'll take you directly to this website. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. So as we scroll down here, it asks us to provide some basic information about the equipment as well as the customer, which will be your client. So to begin with, I'm just going to go ahead and put customer's name. I'll just leave it as Bob the buyer. Equipment price, we could just put here $50,000. Just keep in mind, you can't use any special characters or commas, but you can put in here a .00. So if you wanted to put that in there, that's totally fine, okay? Equipment description, this would be the description of the equipment that Bob is trying to purchase. For example purposes, I'm just going to put in here ultrasound equipment. Sales rep name, obviously this would be your name, but I'm actually going to put in here sales killer because you're a sales killer, right? Sales rep email, again, this would straightforward, this would be your email. And customer's email, that would be your customer's email. But again, for example purposes, I'm just going to use my email address because I want to share with you what you'll receive on the back end once this quoting tool generates a PDF, not only for your customer but also for you as well. You both will receive an email after all the information is populated. So I'm going to share with you what that looks like. Okay. As we scroll down here, we have two questions it asks us. The first one being, is your customer a startup, meaning have they been in business for 2 years or less? If they have, you want to click yes, because what happens is the quoting tool generates a different PDF for a startup business versus an existing business owner. So if they are indeed a startup, you want to make sure you click yes. Otherwise, you can leave it as no. All right. The second question here asks us, how much revenue will the equipment generate on a monthly basis for this customer? In this example, we're talking about Bob here. Or even better, how much would it help them save on a monthly basis? So by default, we have it set at $10,000 a month. But if your customer was actually share with you what they project to make off the purchase of this equipment, let's just say he said, $8,000, then you can go ahead and change this to $8,000. All right. So that's it there. We can actually go ahead and click create quote to generate the PDF right away. But what I want to do is actually share with you some numbers that have been populated as a result of the numbers we've already provided thus far. So here we are with projected monthly payments of anywhere between 24 months up to 60 months. We're looking at right now 2,400, all as low as about $1,000 a month on a 60-month term agreement by the customer. And as we scroll down, actually, we can look at another different category, which is the Section 179 tax savings. So assuming that Bob wanted to move forward with purchasing this ultrasound equipment, he can actually take advantage of the Section 179 tax credits, which essentially will allow him to write off his entire payments toward the equipment. So doing so, as you can see here, the actual cost of the equipment decreases, but also the monthly payments of the equipment decreases as well. So in this case here, rather than Bob paying, $1,000 a month on a 60-month term, he can actually benefit from the 179 tax savings in the equipment. The net monthly payments towards the equipment would drop as about $600 to $700 a month. And you can see here, even with the net cost of the equipment, that is much lower as well compared to what it was originally. All right. So Section 179 is a great discussion to have with your customers. It really helps them see the bigger picture, and really, again, which the bottom line is to get them to move forward with purchasing your equipment. Okay. And then lastly, here we have the return on investment. So in this case, Bob said that the equipment will help generate about $8,000 a month off of the purchase price. So assuming that he went with a 60-month term, his return on investment is over 600%, which is ideal. That's perfect. All right. So having looked at all that, let's go ahead and generate the quote for you and your customer. So you click create quote there, and instead of clicking on this blue link, I actually want to take you to your email inbox to share with you what you'll receive as well as your customer. Okay, so here's the first email. This is the one that you'll receive as the sales rep. It says, hello, please see the attached quote for your customer, in this case, Bob the buyer. If you wanted to make any changes, you can click the edit submission tab here. And if you wanted a new quote, you can go ahead and click here to create another quote. But if everything looks all right on your end, you can go ahead and go to the bottom of this page. And what you have here is the outline of the information provided on the quoting tool right here in front of you as a PDF, as a finance quote for not only you, but also your customer. Okay, so we have here customer's name, equipment type, sales rep, meaning yourself, the price of the equipment. As you scroll down here, again, we have the lease financing options that are projected to be. As you scroll down here, we have our promotional offers of the month. In this case here, at the time of this video, we have 6 months deferred payment, meaning that the customer will not be responsible for paying any payments on the first 6 months on the use of the equipment. And we're always alternating that depending on the time of the month and the year. We always have different promotions for our clients, okay? Scroll down here further, we have the Section 179 tax savings that I went over earlier. And then again, we have the return on investment as well, all right? So that's the PDF that you'll receive. I'm just going to go ahead now and share with you what your customer receives as well. So this is the email that your customer receives. It says, hey, Bob the buyer, please see the attached ultrasound equipment quote. And again, if they wanted to make make a new quote, they can go ahead and click here to create another one. But again, just like yourself, it's attached to their email inbox, the same quote that you have as well. So having a look at this, let's say Bob wants to move forward, right, with doing a credit application to see what his actual monthly payments will look like. What he can actually do is scroll all the way to the bottom and click on credit application. It takes him actually back to our website where he can fill out a 3-minute application and his information will be submitted to us, all right? Pretty straightforward, just information on the company, information on the business owner, and it provides them with next steps on what to expect on our end as we review the application once it's submitted. So we have the credit review, we have the approval, we have the agreement, and then of course we have the funds when, again, essentially Bob will walk away with your equipment and then you get paid as the vendor, okay? So this is our quoting tool. I hope you enjoy this and hope you have a look at giving it a shot. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.